All right, boys. Let's get this rolling here. Our blue Zerg player in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. Coming at us from eSloth, it is McMonroe.
And in the upper left, our red Terran representing dead pixels, it is Optimus.
All right, man. What is your, like, you got any preconceived notions about this or anything? Or you got a favorite?
Optimus is a very cheesy player.
Okay.
He is definitely all about aggression, all about setting tempo, and if he feels like he can't beat you straight up, he will cheese the crap out of you. And I'm talking 4-ax proxy marine with SCV pull if necessary.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen. He's beat Namshar with it before. He is definitely someone that you need to keep an eye on.
That's a pretty slick bullet point on your resume. Like, check, beat
exactly.
Namshar. Like, goddamn, you got to start taking a player seriously when that happens.
Exactly.
So.
And they play on the same team, so I'd imagine they practice. So it's like, I just know better. I'm not gonna even try to play straight up.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see here. So far, it looks like nothing too crazy or cheesy. As we've seen all day, man, it's just the game of standard. I mean, okay, I take that back. Cats versus Noni had some crazy shit going down in that game. But other than that, everyone's been, you know, playing it pretty safe in the grand scheme of things. So.
I find it very interesting the disproportionate number of dead pixels players we get to cast today.
I'm okay with it, dude.
Seems like I'm not complaining at all. It's just it's one of those mildly interesting things, like for a Reddit post. It's like just because every time it's like, I wonder who this player plays for. Well, it's Dead Pixels because this is like third series in a row we've had a player from Dead Pixels.
I'm cool with it.
Again, not complaining at all.
At least you're over there googling it. I'm just like winging it and asking you who their team players are.
I actually knew now. I will confess, I did double check to make sure Optimus was on Dead Pixels.
Okay.
But like, I've known most of them.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, as we said earlier, it's pretty standard in the grand scheme of things. We got a Reaper expand coming out. Wait, okay, it's just a double Reaper, so I guess that's a little weird. That's pretty weird.
Reacted Reaper. Yeah, that is interesting.
That's a pretty dank meme, though, if you ask me, dude. Like, I don't think it's gonna catch him so off guard that it just ends the game or anything, but it's gonna be a lot more annoying than I think he'd imagined, which is probably the goal.
This is gonna look like a 3-ax or a 2-ax Reaper.
Sheila.
But this is a modified 2-1-1 though.
Yeah, this is weird, man. I can't say that I've seen this before. So.
He's making 4 Reapers. He's making 2 more Reapers.
Oh my god, he's faking it and going
1-1-1.
Oh my god, yeah. Like we're watching the meta unfold right before our eyes, dude. We're changing StarCraft
This is
today.
so good. So what this is gonna do is it has a very good chance of making McMonroe overreact. He's gonna because it's 2 Reapers, so you really can't tangle this with a Queen or even slow Lings. It's 2 Reapers. You really gotta respect it. He's gonna force more units out.
Oh yeah,
and
for
right
sure.
now, he's actually not forcing any more units out. I don't think there's any actual larva. There's just larva now, so it's gonna make.
Yeah, there we go. Oh no, wow, he's so smart. He just goes to drones.
He's just still
Holy
droning,
shit.
Yeah.
But those other 2 Reapers, though, right? Once you see 4, that changes things. You gotta pump units then, right? Which
I would imagine like. He's gonna have to get in there with that Overlord and see that they're already gonna see there's 4 freaking Reapers.
Yeah.
He's making another 4 Lings now, so he's definitely respecting the power. But he's not like over-committing to the defense like a lot of players will. A lot of players will be like, oh crap, roaches yesterday. And they'll just like make roaches, they'll cut drones completely, they'll get ravages out. And honestly, these queens are starting to get pretty low.
Yep, absolutely, man. So we'll have to see what the follow-up is. As you said, behind it is switching into a 2-on-1 on a 1-1-1, but this is going to hit really hard, given the amount of like annoyance that he's already caused into the game.
Yeah, he has definitely made drone production a lot less of what he'd like to. He's going to pick a Queen, though. That's actually a pretty solid pick, but he's already lost. Has he even lost a Reaper?
Nope.
No,
still all 4. Yeah, that's impressive as hell.
Optimus, his Reaper micro. Jeez, dog.
Pretty impressive, dude.
But what this is he's just going to keep pressure on. He's not going to sacrifice these Reapers for anything. He's probably going to rotate to the 3rd base. Yeah, try to get a little bit of damage done poking around. He might pick this Queen. Because, you know, Queens just don't ever die. He's going to go ahead and inject so that when he loses it, at least he's already hit the inject.
Yep.
Now, they're actually going to lose 1 Reaper now as it gets full surround.
Still, though, the amount of value that he got out of just 4 Reapers is incredible, dude. And even though he didn't get an insane amount of kills, he just got a lot of annoyance and just kind of slowed down the entire macro here of McMonroe. So.
Yeah, he's basically traded a Reaper for 10 Lings, a Queen, and a Queen.
Yeah. Jesus, man, this is off to a crazy ass. And look at the follow-up behind this. This is gonna be one of the sickest follow-ups, dude. Jesus.
It's literally like it's just like a delayed 2-1-1.
I really hope Giggle Bear isn't in the chat right now, because if he busted out this build against me, he would absolutely destroy me, dude. Like,
I kind of hope Giggle Bear is watching this.
Yeah, this is a sick build.
build.
Fuck yeah, dude. Like, if I played Terran, I would be inspired right now.
Would play.
Yeah.
This literally looks like something Giggle Bear would play.
Hell yeah. We gotta save this replay for him, and
oh,
so
he
we can
loses
show it
another
to him.
replay. He finally takes that second replay. Now he sees that there's a follow-up drop, so he's actually gonna get a good turn a little bit of it. He actually will take down that last replay at least.
Yeah.
No, he didn't. He picked it up. The replay got picked up.
Jesus, man. His micro is just incredible as hell, dude. It's been very awesome to watch so far.
His multitask is just so stinking good. When you have a player that's more known as being like a crazy strong player or an all-in player, you're gonna have a lot of people that are gonna be very good at reacting. He actually does take down a medevac, which is going to break the strength of this push by a large margin.
Yeah.
But we already have 1-1 on the way, as well as combat shield.
Yep.
And the third base is finishing now for Optimus, so he's most definitely doing whatever he wants to this side of the map.
Yep, I really like his position in this game. That was a pretty slick follow-up behind that, and sure, he did lose a medevac full of units, which kind of sucks, but at least he got a little bit of damage done before that went down. But I'd imagine that McMonroe is going to try to get across the map and get a little bit of damage done. It's going to be really hard to attack into this wall, though, but...
Optimus still trying to be active with the medevac, keeps picking off individual lings, getting in really good positions. Yeah. Trying to just maintain pressure. He's going to try and drop on that creep tumor to deny creep, may scan to take down a few tumors. Really forcing the lings to run back and forth. And just before he loses anything, he just lifts back up and lands.
Yeah, his micro is really impressive, but he's just kind of wasting time at this point. McMonroe's playing this so well that all these drops are kind of just getting negated. Ooh, let me take back what I just said, though. Cause, yeah, this one's looking pretty strong. Well, let me hold.
And he's almost on 1-1. He's gonna start being able to focus down these queens. Transfusers are good though. Gonna be buying a lot of time, focusing down one medevac. Gonna be pushing some back.
Oh no, Banes!
Lynx have +1s. They're trading so well. That second medevac does fall down. Reinforcing lanes are gonna be here in time to save the rest of the team. Very, very solid play out of McMonroe. Just managing to trade very well, deflect very well everything that Optimus is throwing at him. And right now, the resources lost just shifted into McMonroe's favor.
Yeah, he's playing this impressive as all hell, dude. The creep spread has been phenomenal. He doesn't have his fourth base up just yet. Okay, as I say that, he drops it. But he's because of that creep spread, he's just shut down pretty much every drop that came in. He was able to meet it pretty much as soon as it touched creep and was just able to hold on there. And he did the last engagement without even the use of Banes. So, I mean, he's playing like a monster right now.
1-1 versus Naked Marines is so good, and it was like right before 1-1 finished. It was more or less an anti-timing from Optimus hitting right before. You didn't expect to run into 1-1 from his opponent, but McMonroe is just playing this so clean.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a good way to describe it.
This literally looks like Xanster quality play.
Yeah, he's a monster, dude. He's even coming across here with a couple lings, getting up in here to the natural and trying to get down.
So. 2 SCVs for 2 lings.
Yeah.
And a huge number of Banes running around to the third base location.
Oh shit! I almost missed it. Thank you for pointing that out, man.
Okay, does take down the bunker. He's gonna get some. He gets 6 SCV kills. The SCVs that get pulled to repair the bunker all go down.
Yeah, dude, McMonroe is playing like a monster right now. I've always loved him because he's always messed with us in the past. He's one of those players that whenever we need someone to play a show match on the Nidus, we can basically hit him up at any time, and he's willing. So, like, I like him.
Getting drilling claws for his Widow Mines. Okay. I love this.
Not
nearly enough players get this upgrade because they have to have a second factory, or you have to have a tech lab, so you're not producing as quickly as you need to be.
Yeah.
But honestly, drilling claws are so good because you can literally, in half a second, burrow every single mine, and all of a sudden, they can't take it down.
Oh my god, this was sick from McMonroe. Sending in a couple lings into the natural in the main, and not like a lot of it's only maybe 6 per, but it still was just enough to pull all the... Oh, wow. That was good enough right there. He got 8 SCVs down, but he forced a double pull, so that's huge, man.
Any kind of advantage he can buy himself. Right now, income is going to be very much in his favor, even though mules are available, because of how much denied mining time there is so far. And we have a Spire completed, 6 meters are now on the way. But versus these Widow Mines with what are going to have fast burrow, it's going to be very difficult for them to be able to take good engagements. They're going to risk being hit by Widow Mines more than likely. And they're very likely going to take a first hit until he realizes that drilling claws is a thing.
Yeah. All right. So as you said, man, he's trying to bait him out there and get a couple of them going. But unfortunately, McMonroe's just playing too well, man. He's picking up all the mines before they can even get burrowed, even with drilling claws, so that's impressive as hell. Oh shit, here we go though.
A little bit of a popping tree split. He's gonna lose a little bit of bio on the front here, but the Widow Mine shots are good.
Yeah. Jesus,
He's
that was
still
pretty
holding
sick.
the front line. Transfusers are still really good. And the Marauders are gonna start going under fire by the...
Oh, these mines! That was a pretty good hit, but not enough, unfortunately. I think he's going to be able to just kind of surround this and get him with his Banes. If he can get a couple more mine shots, he might be able to push through here, but this is starting to look like he's getting cleaned up here. Because of that Overseer, these mines are all but cleaned up for now. But the parade is still going on, man. What a crazy-ass game. This shit is hype as hell. And this is only game number 1, too. Like,
yeah, Army Supply is still very even between these two players. A little bit of a worker lead so far for McMonroe, but the Army trade's still so far so good. McMonroe has now begun to trade less efficiently than our Terran player at 99.50 versus 67.25 as these Widow Mine shots and the bio and the well-upgraded bio are just trading out so well.
Yeah. I get pumped when the fight leaves creep. I know, man. I'm a Zerg player, and I'm like, I know I'm not supposed to be doing this, but I still do it anyway. It sucks.
You also got to look. This play from Optimus right now is exactly how Mario approaches this matchup. He's fighting just on the edge of creep, forcing the Zerg to engage off creep, continuing to deny creep spread.
Yeah, even though McMonroe has defended all these aggression like a monster, I still gotta hand it to Optimus. He looks like he might even be able to break through here, and that's impressive as hell. Given the amount of losses that he took early in the game, the fact that he can pull through right here just shows that he's a beast of a player. And granted, he hasn't won it just yet, but he's gonna get 3-3 before the Zerg player, and look at the supply, man. Like, Jesus, what a game.
He's almost double the Army supply of McMonroe. And the upgrades. McMonroe is still producing. The upgrades are 3-3 is going to complete, but I don't believe it's going to complete before this game is over, unless McMonroe gets some miracle
splits.
The splits are so good, and there are so many mines. Actually, I think the Widow Mines there took down more bio than it did Zerg, but there are just so many Terran units here.
Yeah, and the splits have just been phenomenal, man. He's been avoiding all of these Bane hits and just pushing on through. What a crazy-ass game number 1. Optimus will take it. Damn, that was hype, dude.
That was a good game.
That was pretty nice.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
Like I said, Optimus is a very cheesy player, but he's got some moves.
Yeah. That build, dude, that build was just incredible to see.
So good.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm going to go Reactor, and I'm going to go 4 Reapers, and it's like, I may not get you to overcommit, but if you don't respect my Reapers, you're going to lose a lot.
Yeah.
And he lost a Queen and a bunch of Lings. He didn't lose any drones, but he was forced into making a lot more Lings than he wanted to that early in the game. You don't want to be making Lings versus a Terran until like 4:30 with time top stuff.
I don't know why it automatically started. That was crazy. I didn't even hit the start button. That was weird, dude.
Yeah, he says you might have misclicked the join game instead of create game. Make sure you fix their privacy for them.
Dude, that build was intense, dude. Yeah, is there an energy
that
drink
was
in there?
That was so good. That was so good, and I'm out of Dr. Pepper. Yep.
Yeah, I know. She just asked me if I needed a drink. I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, you're amazing. All right, both players are ready. We will head into Cactus Valley with Optimus currently up 1 point in this best of 3.
Feels good, man.
Yeah, feels real good, man.
Fucking StarCraft.
All right, let me get the scoreboard updated, and we will head into this game number 2 with our blue Terran player in the bottom left-hand corner of the map, currently up 1 point in this best of 3. It is Optimus.
And in the upper right, our yellow Zerg, representing Sloth Esports. Can he come back in this series versus someone with crazy micro? It is McMonroe.
All right, we'll have to see, man. We will have to see whether or not he can do the same thing. You think just parade push on through with insane upgrades, or do you think he'll try to switch things up? It'd be crazy if he did the same build, man.
I don't see anything wrong with the build whatsoever that he used. I think I honestly can't even tell you what McMonroe didn't do right versus it. Maybe he shouldn't have extended that far off creep is really all I could suggest as a possibility.
Yeah, I'd agree. There for a while, it looked like he was making all the correct moves.
Exactly.
So, yeah,
it looked
I'm
like
with
he was
you there.
holding on very well, and it's like that. Maybe that one fight is why he lost.
Yeah.
But honestly, I couldn't tell you. And if he had gotten to 3-3 versus the, at that point, lair tech of McMonroe, I really don't know what would have happened.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of question where he went wrong, too. That's a good point. He picked up the first medevac completely full. He was able to see them all before they even hit creep. But as you said, maybe the one thing was engaging off creep. But, damn, man, that was still a really crazy game. So we'll have to see, man. It looks like it's going to be a switch up from the last game, though. At least there's no reactor or anything. But,
yeah,
Jesus, what a build. I got to show that to Giggle, dude. Remind me.
Yeah, man. Hey, speaking of Giggle Bear, he has joined the channel. Just started watching, so Giggle Bear, you've got to go back and watch the VOD for game 1.
You got to watch game number 1 of the series. It's a new, oh, yeah, see, there we go. I knew we'd get a fan in him, dude. See, we're out here earning people lifelong fans. I knew Giggle would like that shit. But that build was insane, dude. If those other 2 Reapers could have got there just a little bit earlier, that would have been absolutely devastating. I love Giggle, though. Did you see his joke? Can we resurrect Prime so we can sign Optimus? I love it. I love it. All right, so the Reaper headed into here trying to figure out if there's a third down. There is none just yet, so he's going to kill this Ling and head into the natural. Kind of scout out what's going on here. Oh, no, he is going to check on the third, too. I thought he poked in enough to see it. My bad.
Well, he is going to be able to get into the main base. His Queen is going to help push it back. The Ling's a little bit out of position, so the Reaper will get out scot-free.
Yeah. Yep. So let's see where both players are headed. The starport is already down too, so we got definitely a huge switch up from last game. A couple Hellions coming out in a bit of a 1-1-1.
Is it Hellion Banshee?
I mean, that's kind of got to be, right? That's kind of the new flavor of the week right now, man. People are all over that shit. So I don't know. We'll have to see what sort of tech lab, or if it gets tech lab on here. But it's surprising to me that there's no third just yet for McMonroe.
Well, he needs to wait until his link speed is done so he can effectively deal with the Reaper.
That's true.
If he tries to send his drones off to take a third base before the thing is dealt with, and there it goes.
Yep.
Third base is going to come down now. Reaper has been dealt with, but we now have 2 Hellions that will be a little bit of a thorn in McMonroe's side until he's able to deal with them. Yeah, and he has 3 Queens. It's not like they're going to poke through and find any drones. They're just denying the third, which is pretty huge at this point. Oh, well, never mind. It's been exactly.
That fucking yellow, dude, for whatever reason, I can't see it on the minimap. I don't like it. I really don't.
It's because the yellow was a little bit of a different shade with the WCS game part versus the WCS 3.0.
Oh, okay. I got you.
It's a little bit of a different shade, so it's kind of weird. It actually isn't as offensive as it used to be.
Offensive? The color offended you?
It's just like difficult to look at.
Yeah, for sure. So now that third is up and running, he's got to be feeling a little bit better about this game. Because of these Queens, these Hellions are pretty much negated at this point. I was waiting to see the follow-up. It is going to be a Raven. So yeah, Raven Hellions instead of Banshees, dude.
Well, it's going to be a Hellbat push with the Ravens.
Yeah. Should be pretty strong.
I don't know, though. He's making another one, so he's not just making one Raven. This is one of those builds that kind of make you go, huh?
No, so you just push up the front and you drop auto turrets in the main and the third's mineral line. I'm calling it from here, dude. You ready? We'll have to see.
Go ahead.
Yeah, because that's why he's trying to clear all these overlords, too. Try to get that air superiority so he can get in there and start the auto turret harass. All right, so the Hellbats are in. They're going to come into these Queens. Oh, shit, they're actually starting to make light work of these Queens. The transfusions were pretty solid, though, but they're starting to fall now that the other Hellions joined the fight. I'd imagine they're going to get converted here in just a second. He's got bigger fish to fry in the Queens. Damn, dude.
Taking down all these Queens is going to be so good. That's all of his creep spread. That's so many minerals involved. It's a lot more of an investment to kill these Queens than it was to make these Hellbats.
It's kind of weird that they weren't single targeting
is
there.
Still in favor of McMonroe.
Yeah. All right, so behind that, McMonroe decides to attack. It's going to be hard to push into this wall. At least he'll see that the third is down, too. So, Jesus, man. And as I said, I called it. It happened so fast I couldn't even get up there to observe it. But an auto turret came down in the main and 7 drones went down. That's why they're nerfing it, dude. You can get 7 in a single.
Right? And it's like you just look away for a minute.
Yeah.
And it only costs energy to do it, so it's.
Yeah, like I'm not balance mining. I'm just saying, like that's crazy. 7 at a time is pretty intense. But this is pretty nice here, just being able to repair this and stop him from opening on. Oh shit! I was gonna say if he doesn't get that third one, there we go.
Yeah, but that's a lot of denied mining time just for a little bit of lings. Like I think he lost 1 ling to the single marine that was in the front.
Yeah, yeah. All right, so
that's nice. Some nice denied mining time.
Yeah. +1/+1 coming down. A macro hatch as well. Oh shit, he's trying to just push on through here, huh? We got his layer coming up as well.
A little bit of supply block right now for McMonroe. Uncharacteristic.
No Bane speed either. Interesting.
Does he even have a Baneling nest?
Yeah, he has the Baneling nest down now.
He does
in the
have
natural.
a Baneling nest. I didn't even see it go down. Yeah, Layer just finished, so Baneling speed wasn't even an option. But it's just a matter. Okay, there it goes. No matter how fast he starts it, but here it goes. Because it was a Hellion opener, any kind of stem timing would be delayed. But Baneling speed is not going to be ready for this follow-up.
Yeah, I don't know, but because of that macro hatch, you should be able to hang on here. The Raven's still coming in, though, for a bunch of auto-turret harassment, and they will see that this 4th is up, too, so... Oh, Jesus.
He's just using his Raven to take down creep tumors right now, which is actually a really good call.
Yeah, especially given last game. It spiraled so out of control last game. It was damn near touching his base, so I'd imagine he's just trying to put a little bit of a damper on that before it gets there again. Also goes with a bunch of barracks behind this too, so it will be kind of the same repeat as last time. That bio-heavy forest with a bunch of mines, or at least that's what he's making so far. Bit of a drop coming in, but because of that creep spread, it's so sick. I think he's going to be able to catch it again, man.
I think you're right. He's going to have good vision on it, but the problem is the auto turret's going to make it very difficult for these queens to push forward. They're going to try to chase down this Raven, automatically be met with 16 marines, and he's going to lose them very quickly. One goes down almost instantly. Second one being focus fire. Transfuse is good, and the lings are going to help push this back.
Oh, the Banes! Now that there's Banes, if you can just get that surround. Okay, that was a hot pickup there from Optimus, man. His micro has been impressive in this whole series. I love this man's micro.
It's absolutely glorious. He's got some lings in the main base, but not enough to contest this. It's finally enough to say rally in from his production. Overseer trying to escape with its life. This macro hatch is coming under fire. This link surround is going to be enough to force Optimus to at least lift up. Flying directly over those queens, but he ducks out, just dodging them.
Yep. There was still some pretty good aggression, though. I mean, just kind of scouting and making sure that nothing too crazy is happening. Seeing the macro hatch has got to make him feel a little bit better, knowing that all the economy went into that. But that auto turret harassment is still coming down. This time it got cleaned up, but it still got 3 drones, so that's pretty good for the free unit, or, you know, energy unit, whatever you want to call it. So.
Absolutely. One of the Ravens did go down, so at least he only has to worry about half the auto turrets.
Nice.
But this large bio push to the top is still going to be picking off the queen. Actually, no, the transfuses are still good. But he gets a lot of active creep tumors. 8 mutas on the way, though. It's finally something to contest the medevacs.
Yeah, that'll help out a lot and kind of start shutting down all these drops and help out maybe with a bit of aggression too. But look, man, there's 2 more medevacs headed across the map, completely full. So it's going to be the same thing last time, where this drop this main pressure just keeps getting stronger and stronger, and he just rallies everything to the front. There's not as many mines this time around, so I think that's the huge difference between this and last game. But look at the worker lead. McMonroe has had up on him 80 to 61 for quite a while now, so that's another huge difference. Oh, the surround!
Oh! He picked up very quickly. He loses half of his marines to 1 solid connection.
Yeah, that was pretty slick, and now because of these mutants.
Able to clean up this drop very easily. He just not even really taking damage from what was left of the bio.
This is a high-bass series. I'm so glad we got to cast this one, man.
These Ravens are just so good. They don't even have to scan to clean creep tumors. He actually loses all of his bio on the ground over by his 4th base location. Would have loved to see Mutalisks come by. We have a huge Baneling roll.
Oh yeah, I'm following it. Oh, damn, a lot of them actually get wasted on the bunker. Or I wouldn't say wasted, because they opened up the way for that. Yeah, that was a nice hit.
One more Baneling.
Jesus.
One more Baneling, and that's another 5 workers. That was so close.
Yeah.
That was really good response time, though, from Optimus. We do have concussive shells as an upgrade from him, so all those Banelings will explode. Oh, he loses like 3 Mutalisks right in the middle of the map, flying over the Marines.
Yeah, Nasty Nate says, Terran Micro a lot worse in this game. Yeah, it's still impressive, but I would agree that he's making a bit...
I would say I would say he's almost trying to be too flashy.
Yeah, and I think like he's got a little too ahead of himself here, but I don't know. He obviously doesn't know what we know in that he's been down 20 workers for a very long time here, but his upgrades though, he's been beasting out these upgrades the whole time. He's starting +3, yeah, so that's the one thing that I really like going for him there, but that worker discrepancy is kind of making me favor McMonroe. But you never know, a couple of mine shots and that can kind of reset the army supply, so it's all going to come down to the engagements, I guess.
And we have the drilling claws upgrade finished as well.
Yep.
Keep in mind though, you're mentioning his micro doesn't seem as sound. But also keep in mind he wasn't microing Ravens before, so he has two other units he's trying to put micro with his bio.
Trying to do that multi-prong on 3 different fronts, basically.
More or less trying to style on McMonroe, it seems, but
oh, that was huge!
My goodness,
yeah,
both the drops.
That was gigantic.
That was so good. Oh, he picks up a free Marine too. That was absolutely a necessary pick, and now McMonroe is maxed.
Yeah, this is looking very, very strong for him. So I don't think he's like necessarily won the game or anything just yet, but he's looking to be in a very, very good position here. He definitely has the ability to like win this, I would say, as long as he can avoid those ridiculous mine shots. But Thors are being made now, so I wouldn't say he's on a timer, but those mutas are at least on a timer. So because he has so much supply invested in them, he needs to get some damage with them.
Mutalisks won't be available to join in a main fight, but the lack of missile turrets at these bases are going to be very much of a liability. He's going to be able to start taking down production, able to start taking down add-ons, possibly even bases. The number of Mutalisks he has right now, it is really difficult to contest without those Thors. He's going to get armories.
Nasty Nate makes a very... Oh, yeah, going for the upgrade. That's fucking gigantic, dude. Picking up that...
armor.
Yeah, that was huge. But Nasty Nate has a very good point, dude. Check out the bank. Jesus.
That bank is so good. He just doesn't really have a way to be max right now. He's trying to get to Hive Tech, but it's going to be a little while before he's able to do that. He's getting +2 air attacks.
Yeah, that's for that Brood Switch, or I'd imagine.
That's just for the mutas.
Yeah.
For the Broodlords, the Broodlings get their damage bonus based on melee attack, and the Carapace in the air is the Flyer Carapace.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a hype-ass series, dude. I'm so glad that we actually got to pick this one up.
I'm like...
Look at the amount of mines, though. Holy shit. The mutas become a lot less scary when you're facing down that many mines, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, and the fact is that he's just fighting on creep right now. All those hits were golden.
Yeah, that was extremely well played there for McMonroe, and they were good splits, but just not enough. Oh my god, and there's even more banelings behind this. No! He tries to avoid him and head back to the Marines and avoid the Marauders, but he still finds pretty good connects there. All those Marauders are hurting pretty bad here.
Almost all Marauders anyways. Actually, I think he has more mines than Marines right now.
Yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. So here come the mine shots that we were talking about.
He's using Overlords to bait the mine shots, but the problem is he's going to be supply blocked and unable to reinforce the way he needs to be able to. Now he's going to bring in this Mutaflock. He's going to be picking up these...
Jesus, these mine shots are so impressive here, but I think McMonroe should just be able to brute force his way on through here. Because he's starting to clean up all those mines this time, I think he'll be able to just push on through, right? Like last time, the difference was the mines didn't get cleaned up. Yeah, exactly. So
he just took out a huge push. He reset the Thor count. He's getting Adrenal now. He's working on 3-3. He's going to be working on, I don't know if he actually started it yet with that production. Does he have an Ultralisk Cavern yet? He does not.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting to see. He's going for +3, and...
He's rather gas low though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He had all that bank, but not enough gas. He's starting to spend his bank there, so I feel like he needs to start taking some really good trades here. He's going to find himself out of money. Still making the mutas work though. Okay, I was going to say, dude, don't take those mine shots.
Oh, it's like, please don't fight into that Thor.
All right.
But we have another base coming down to the south. Such a large expansion cap for McMonroe right now.
Yeah. I would agree with Nasty Nate. It does look like we will get a game number 3. I know as a caster you're not supposed to rule someone out, but I mean, just look at it. It is 195 supply to 158 supply. Yeah, exactly.
Cavern halfway done. Army supply 111 to 109, and McMonroe can replenish his army almost instantly.
Yeah. So yeah, the gas bank is starting to climb, so
it's looking very good for him. Optimus is going to need the Widowmine connections of his life.
Yeah. Well, he has enough Widow Mines to do it. That's why I'm not trying to count him out yet. He still has
a very significant... We have a drop in the southeast corner of the map. 10 drones cleaned up. 9 drones. Loses 1 Marine for it. 1 Marine to clean up 10 workers. Now, this is what's going to happen, though, because the Zerg bases are so spread out, it's going to be very difficult for McMonroe to properly defend all of them.
That's where you go if you're Optimus, right? Just try to pick them apart on 5 different places all at once and just start the drops. Yeah,
exactly.
like that's almost what you have to do. But because of the mutas, though, exactly this is what you have to worry about, man.
Yeah, exactly.
So, I don't know, man. This is a really tough spot for him.
Double drop to the north, attempting to push into the northern expansion. As a counterattack moves to the south for McMonroe, it's cleaned up rather well. The army at the top of the map is going to be very successful in cleaning up the army of
I love this game, but it's so hard to observe. I'm like, what do I click on? There's so much shit just going on everywhere. All right, so we need those mine shots of a lifetime, to quote my friend here. So let's see if we can find them.
Just like because of how many banelings were detonated at once. There's a lot of mines that were cleaned up just now, though. But these banelings are going to be very likely denied. The mine shots finished cleaning up a lot of those.
Yeah, that was pretty huge there. If he can just bait a little bit of these banes back into these mine shots, he might do all right here. He's starting to help clear up the supply a little bit. But because of that gas bank from McMonroe, he's able to just replenish literally any unit he wants right now. Oh, the banes! Oh!
Oh, that mine hit was money.
Yeah, that was huge, dude. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to push through even with those juicy mine hits. McMonroe played this flawlessly. Yeah, that's... Yep.
And Optimus types out GG. That was so good.
Yeah, this is awesome.
What did I tell you? They just get better.
Yeah, all right. You called it, dude. Let's see what map number 3 will be. Jesus.
Map number 3 is Proxima. That was... Oh, my God. Oh, that was so good. Man, that was good. Just sitting here like...
Yeah, that was pretty damn good. So much pressure now. Imagine being either one of these players, having to play those 2 games, and then it all comes down to this. Like, damn, dude. That's crazy.
We're having to sit here and breathe for a second.
Damn, they're both ready. No time to breathe, Sheer. We're jumping into this.
Go, go! Man, it's just so good, though.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care what they've got on the main screen. There's no way it's this good.
Yeah, camping, right? Like, camping. No, I'm just kidding.
It's honestly possible they have a better series going on, but
no, nothing's better than this last 2 games.
So back and forth, so much action on both sides of the map for both of these players.
Rated T for Thor.
Such a good job.
All right. Well, let me update the scoreboard, and we will get down to it, man. A lot of pressure on both of these players right now. Currently tied up 1-1. Someone needs to win the game, and it all comes down to this map, too. So, of all places, like, I don't know. This is crazy to be the tiebreaker. But let's get into it. Our blue Terran player in the top right-hand corner of the map, it is Optimus.
And in the bottom left, the Reg Zerg player, he is McMonroe.
Nice. Dude, I love his Zerg play. Like, that's what I want to be when I grow up, pretty much.
Like,
dude.
literally, his play reminds me so much of Xanster, and this is the reason I like Xanster so much, is because it's that quality of play.
Yeah. Just being able to take all the good engagements while macroing like an absolute madman behind it is so impressive.
So good.
While creep spreading to the opponent's base and shit. Like, yeah, these guys are playing like absolute monsters. What is up, Kaboosh? Nice to see you back in our stream. He says, Optimus, take my energy. All right, we got a fan for Optimus. Let us know who you guys think is going to win this series. As a Protoss player, I'll say that any matchup without Protoss is a good matchup. Damn! Self-hatred going on there. I love it.
There's a lot of people who don't like what PvP has become, which is more or less like someone goes Skytoss or they're just fighting mass adept.
Yeah.
But what the Koreans are doing right now is we've come full circle and Colossus are meta again.
Yeah. So here's my question. Are we even going to be able to have any more games after this, or is the amount of games dwindling down? I'd imagine it's going to taper off to where we just get kicked out of everything by base trade and Wardy, right? Like, isn't that where we're headed inevitably?
Woody is willing to cast with other people. We already saw that once where he got into cast and he had no problem with there being a second stream.
Okay.
I can't speak for base trade.
I am going to go ahead and say that they probably aren't, but that's okay. They are the official caster of this event.
Yeah.
So that's their fucking prerogative.
They're actually casting from on site. They're
yeah,
allowed
that's
to do whatever they want. Yeah. They have put this much work into the scene. They have been doing this for like 3 years.
Well, hopefully we can get another game. That's all I'm getting at.
Exactly. And so much of their money that they actually make goes into creating additional tournaments for people to play in. So it's like, I absolutely want to see them do well. and I am not going to argue if they want to cast something.
Yep. All right, so the Reaper headed
it.
into the third of McMonroe's, trying to figure out what the hell is going on, kind of scouting and being annoying more than anything else here.
Fix the drone.
Yeah, drone is nice. Now that the queen pops, it should be able to be dealt with. But I'm trying to figure out what the follow-up is going to be.
It's
we
going to
have
be
a
an
reactor. Yeah,
it's going to be similar to the last game.
Damn, why not try to repeat game number 1? That build was so ridiculous. I just wanted to see it play out again, that's all.
Because Reapers aren't very good on this map, honestly. Like, you really don't have many ways to get into the base. But the thing about Hellions is it's so mobile, you can find edges to get in a lot of times. So there's not going to be creep connecting the bases.
Caboose says, I hope McMonroe gets McMonwrecked. Dank meme, dude. Dank meme. No, I'm just kidding. Nasty Nate says, you guys are great casters. Keep getting more gigs. Thanks, man. We appreciate that shit.
Thanks,
if you guys
man.
like what
this
you
is
see,
the first time we've...
hit that follow button. I haven't sold out but twice. All day.
First time we've ever casted pro. Like, well, we casted our open, but like as far as the DreamHack, like an actual WCS sponsored event, this is our first thing. This is our big time.
Yeah, look at that fucking logo.
Nidus has only been around for a few months.
Yeah, and just while we have a bit of a lull here in our gameplay, in case you guys didn't know, we do put on our own events too. So we're always down to cast these bigger events, and we're going to try to get in on as many as they'll allow us to do. But the Nidus as an organization also hosts a lot of content. Clan wars, show matches, tournaments. So if you do like what we do, we always got shit going on. It's not like we only cast these larger events. Either way, though, let's get into this game. Again, McMonroe just cleaning up these little pushes just flawlessly, man. He's not even taking too many losses here. But again, we see that Raven coming out, so maybe he can find some good auto turret harassment again. That kind of worked last game for him. So
he's lost a total of 2 drones to everything that's gone on so far.
Yeah, that's pretty damn impressive.
That is unreal to me.
Yeah, yeah. Swag, what up, Critter? Everyone, welcome. The homies joining us in chat. Let us know what's going on in all the other streams, who's winning and all that stuff. Keep everyone updated so they can stay in here. You don't have to leave to get updates if we bring them to you guys in here. No, I'm just kidding.
As a side note, if you guys have anybody as a grudge match, send them our way.
Dude, I can't believe I said we didn't have a fucking sponsor earlier.
I know.
I'm such a jackass.
Man. It's like we really need to have some kind of graphic on our overlay.
There is.
PQP.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, on this, I'm like all our overlays. Like,
the main,
somehow find a way.
Yeah.
Find a way.
Yep. All right, so now we're just off to that weird kind of calm before the storm, the mid-game storm that is coming. On the Terran side of things, we have Ravens coming out. I'd imagine it's going to be really bio-heavy based on the upgrades and the production tab. On the Zerg side of things...
started stim.
Ooh, what the
Oh, there it goes.
Okay, I was like, wait a minute. I didn't even catch that. Okay.
I was like, why doesn't he have stim? And it's just he's waiting on 1-1 to start. So basically he intends his entire map presence to be a few Hellions and his Ravens.
Yeah, we do have a sponsor who does 3D printed items, by the way. He does like StarCraft 2 Thors. He did a Phoenix. He does a bunch of like little figures. Pretty much anything you can imagine, the dude can 3D print it. So anyone willing to spend money on StarCraft in 2017 is a hero, if you ask me. So show a lot of love to our sponsor, Pinecone. I don't know if he's still in the channel. He's probably watching the bigger streams, but it's cool. I would be too if the guy you sponsored said you didn't have a sponsor. You know what I mean? I'm fucking done with these guys.
Main channel is Drogo versus Namshar right now, which would be a hot series to be in. But I'm here, man. This series has been so good.
And it's going to shape up to end good because neither player got a crazy-ass early game advantage. So we're shaping up to that really good crazy-ass engagement with fireworks everywhere, fucking mine shots going off in Banes. Like, I love where this is headed. I wouldn't give an advantage to anyone too crazy except for the whole 72 worker to 52 worker thing. That's starting to make me a little nervous here.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's
so many workers and he's still making workers.
Yeah.
He's not done.
Yeah,
well, that's not done droning.
So I think we need to keep an eye on that. But other than that, I think both player, you know, is doing their best to hang in there. That's the one thing that is kind of making me get a little nervous here for our Terran player. But I mean, game number 1, he was really far behind and still pushed through. So that doesn't necessarily mean too much. There we go. Our sponsor dropped his shit. Pinecone, I love you. I'm so sorry for messing up earlier. Please forgive me. I've had a crazy couple of weeks with school. God, I hate myself for saying that, man. Oh well. But we have Banespeed coming in, so that'll help out a little bit with this aggression. I don't think it'll be here in time, though, and he's already dropping up into the main.
He's dropping in the main.
Yeah.
Oh, but the Lings are ready for it.
Jesus. He has too many workers for third base, so he's not that far ahead. Yeah, I would agree with you there that he needs to get a fourth up and running. He does drop that macro hatch again, and at least the fourth is going to finish up here pretty soon, but he needs to get a Maynard going, I'd agree, and kind of fix his saturation. So...
He doesn't know about the drop. He just sent all of his units out into the natural. He's going to lose a lot of workers in the main base. Loses the queen almost immediately. This drop is suddenly finding a lot more damage than he ever should have been able to.
Yeah, I would agree there, man. It pretty much forced the pull. It got down 12 drones behind that, so Optimus is a monster, dude.
Tied up the worker counts, too.
I hope this guy doesn't stream. Giggle doesn't need to be learning all this shit. You know what I mean? Like, fuck,
Optimus actually does stream.
He does? Okay, yeah, then we should link his stream. That was totally a joke.
Yeah. Optimus SC2 is the stream.
McMonroe streams as well, and McMonroe also does some casting too. So if you guys want to go show some love to the members of our community, go hit up both these fools. Hopefully we can get their Twitches linked in chat. If one of you kind soldiers wants to do that for us, that'd be pretty awesome. But you obviously don't have to there. Maybe we can get it down in the downtime. Holy shit, man. Just constant aggression, though. He's trying to poke in with all these drops and just try to get as many economic kills in as possible. Trying to reset that econ. And he is tying things up a little bit. It's now 65 to 72, whereas he was down 20 or so below before. So, he's trying. MAAPK1, thank you very much for the follow, man. You're number 50, apparently. Our sponsor is saying, so thank you very, very much. You guys are fucking awesome, man. We got so much love tonight. It's kind of unreal. So, pretty cool to see. Alright, so Optimus is continuing with this pressure, just trying to poke into this fourth and see if he can get any damage done, but he's gearing up for the main fight that we all came here to see, dude. The main event is about to kick off. Take it away, Cher. Oh, the mines! Oh, okay.
Mines did more to clean up the bio than it did to clean up the lings, it looked like.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Start fighting on the medevacs. Murata's starting to focus fire the queens. Mines come back, ready to fire. A couple of them off cooldown. Trying to bait them out is McMonroe, but Bio is able to save them down. Three splits pretty good, but
the
not quite good
splits,
enough.
yeah, that's what I was trying to comment on. The splits are just insane. He's trying to bait him back into these mines that are headed up here, but they're not planted just yet. McMonroe is morphing a lot of Banes behind this, and because Bane speed is done, they represent a huge threat like that right there. But those mine shots are kind of helping him out a little bit, but I don't know, man. I'm starting to like Optimus' position just given the upgrades. It's 2-2 to 1-2, plus look at the supply, or whatever. It's probably overused memes, but... Oh, he's taking that.
Oh, that worker, that hit though, he's doing the same thing he did in game 1. He's fighting so far off creep. He's got to buy time.
Yeah. Damn, man, this is such a crazy game, and this is kind of what I was waiting for it to come to, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to push on through here. These mines, though. Oh, Mutas! Jesus.
Oh, the Mutas, so 3 mine hits. That's absolutely huge.
Yeah.
A lot of his denial from medevacs just got shut down. Queen's not even in the fight right now, though. That feels like a mistake.
Damn! What?
And McMonroe taps out Optimus with the spectacular timing attack.